Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's learn computer science. Hello everyone, welcome once again. Imagine being able to print a toy, a phone case, or even a working prototype, all from a digital design. That's exactly what 3D printers allow us to do. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating world of 3D printing, how it works, how it's used, and what you need to know for your AS level computer science exams. So let's start. Let's first understand what 3D printers they are. Right in front of you, there is one image of 3D printer. A 3D printer is basically an output device that produces a solid physical object. Please remember, physical object, the actual prototype, from a digital 3D model by building it layer by layer using materials like, plastic filament, resin, or maybe metal. And this process is known as additive manufacturing, as it adds materials rather than cutting it away. Okay, so this is exactly in contrast to the more traditional method of subtractive manufacturing, where you actually remove the material to make the object. For example, making a statue using a 3D printer, which is additive manufacturing, would involve building it up layer by layer using, maybe powdered stone until the final object is formed. And when you use subtractive method, that would involve carving the statue out of solid stone, and you will remove the stone which is not required until the final item is produced. So that's the difference between additive manufacturing and subtractive manufacturing. So remember, 3D printing is a type of additive manufacturing. Okay, let's now look at how a 3D printer actually works. From a digital file, how a physical object is created. Let's have a look at that. So there is a flow chart on the left hand side, and there is step by step principal operations mentioned. So let's cover all that in detail. So first of all, a 3D model is created using a CAD software, which is computer aided design, right? The model is then exported as an STL file, which basically stores the shape of the object using many small triangles in simple terms, right? This STL file is then processed using a slicer software, which converts it into G code. Basically, G code is the set of instructions for the printer. The G code tells the printer how to move, how fast to move, how hot to get, and when to push out the material. So the printer heats the filament, usually plastic material, and pushes it out through a nozzle onto the print bed. The nozzle moves across the X and Y axis, while the bed moves down slowly on the Z axis after each layer is complete. The object is built layer by layer from the bottom up, and once the object is printed, it is allowed to cool, and any extra support is then removed if it is used at all. Okay, so a 3D printer basically takes a digital blueprint, okay, and builds it one layer at a time, bringing ideas to life, right? That's all about 3D printers. In our next video, we'll look at the VR headset and their principal operations. Till then, take care and bye-bye.